Princess Anne was the first member of the royal family to compete at the Olympics and was an integral part of the team that brought the Games to London in 2012, but she almost got into trouble after making an awkward blunder in a committee meeting. Team GB will going for gold at the Paris Olympics, and some of their biggest support will come from the royal family, including one member of the firm who once competed at the Games. Princess Anne made history when she became the first British royal to compete at an Olympic Games when she was part of the equestrian three-day eventing team in Montreal in 1976. And her personal experience of competing at the Olympics meant she was an integral part of the team that brought the Games to London in 2012, and she's said to have done everything in her power to help the winning bid. But King Charles' sister did make one serious error in the lead-up to London 2012, and it could have got her into serious trouble. That's because she made a brutal comment about one of her fellow committee members, but forgot her microphone was still switched on. The story was revealed by the chairman of the London 2012 Organising Committee, Lord Sebastian Coe, during the ITV documentary Anne, the Princess Royal at 70. He said, "She was always to the point, she doesn't always suffer fools gladly, she doesn't speak for the sake of speaking." I do remember, after a rather long-winded interjection by one of the committee members, she had actually forgotten to turn her microphone off. She managed to mutter the immortal words, "I think this person is probably the most stupid person in world sport." However, despite the blunder, Anne managed to style it out in the most professional manner. Lord Coe added, "This echoed around the room and she never flinched. It was as though it never happened, and we just moved on." It's probably one of my favorite moments. London 2012 was also a source of pride of Anne, as her daughter Zara Tindall also made Team GB's three-day eventing team. And she had the pleasure of presenting her daughter with an Olympic silver medal after the team finished in second place. Today, Anne is a member of the International Olympic Committee and is the president of the British Olympic Association. Earlier this week she joined a meeting of the International Olympic Committee in Paris ahead of the 2024 Games in the French capital. It was her first trip abroad since she spent 5 nights in hospital last month after she was believed to have been struck by a horse's head or legs while out walking near her Gatcombe Park home. The princess was forced to pull out of 9 engagements while in hospital, including a trip to Canada to commemorate war heroes. Anne's medical team said her head injuries were consistent with a potential impact from a horse's head or legs, but her concussion has meant precise details of how the incident came about are not clear. An air ambulance was scrambled to take the princess to hospital, but in the end she traveled by road after being treated by an emergency crew on site. She was treated at Southmead Hospital in Bristol for minor head injuries and her concussion.